Ember Non-Stim Thermogenic from one of our favorite companies to check out, Inspired Nutraceuticals. Now, you guys have loved Inspired's pre-workouts, you love their proteins, a lot of their different categories that they've introduced, like the loaded multivitamin, the loaded greens early on that tasted great. But Thermogenics, also a great category that Inspired has been in before. Today is no different. We're talking about MitoBurn, CaloriBurn, GBB, some thyroid modulation here. Got a lot to get into. This is a stack thermo, but the coolest thing about it is that it's non-stim. You guys know that we're huge fans of L-BAIBA, MitoBurn from NNB Nutrition, probably one of the most innovative fat-burning ingredients produced over the last couple of years. We've been talking about BAIBA for years, specifically L-BAIBA, the isomer that is bio-relevant, that is bioavailable for our human bodies, has been brought to market by NNB, and that's why we're so excited about this version, is because both it is BAIBA, which we're excited for, but it's also a version that you can actually use. BAIBA is going to show a plethora of different benefits: improved fat oxidation, greater ketone body production, increased browning of white fat into brown fat, which is metabolically active, more able to be used, reduced insulin sensitivity, improved blood sugar tolerance, lower inflammation, better overall lipid profiles, increased bone density, protection from kidney diseases. But of course, you're really here for the thermogenic benefits. Now, BAIBA is actually a signal molecule that your body sends out when you've trained. So this signaling process upregulates two important metabolic activities: PGC1 alpha and PPAR alpha. Now, PGC1 alpha is really well studied. It's pretty much, it increases the overall mitochondria present per cell. Since mitochondria is the cell's powerhouse, this can generate more energy, makes the fat look darker on a microscope as tissue, which is, again, making it more metabolically active. Now, you can look at our blogs all the way back as far as 2014, where we talk about BAIBA being a weight loss ingredient that's pretty much exercise in a pill. The biggest thing about this is that it's going to be the bio-relevant version here, a version, an isomer specifically, that you're going to be able to use most effectively. Now, after that, we get Dandelion, a more traditional ingredient, obviously very relevant for getting rid of excess water in the body, making us regulate our water a little bit more effectively. I struggle to use the word diuretic because it's not a strong diuretic. It's not one that you should really worry about. Like if you're a bodybuilder, you may be a little bit more versed in some more dangerous diuretics. This one's going to be based around regulating your water, getting you into a better position. It's not going to be putting you in a position where you might be excreting too much. It also contains some potassium, vitamins, and minerals, and that might those electrolytes there, like potassium, might get lost during sweating, so that's kind of important there. It also supports liver and kidney function, and that's kind of important for fat burning. Your organs do need to be working well for you to be losing fat and getting into better body composition. Overall, I would look at this as a mild natural diuretic in a non-stim fat burning product that makes sense. It's going to help you just get into a better body composition, appear more lean. Even though it's not really actually pulling fat from your body, it will help with the overall process, and you'll be happy with what it will do for you. Now, one of the ingredients that I'm really excited about that isn't BAIBA is going to be this thyroid. It's a kelp powder, which is standardized for iodine. Now, I talk about iodine a lot when I talk about fat burning. People that switch over to pink salt, I often recommend they go back to iodized salt. I think it's very important for the thyroid. If you're trying to lose fat, it's definitely something you should be focusing on. Now, iodine is a critically essential mineral, especially in terms of thyroid hormone development. It's also important for fetal development, but that's less of a concern for a Ember user, I'm assuming. A proper functioning thyroid gland is necessary for efficiently running metabolism, and as such, iodine is important for that as well. Low iodine intake is one of the primary causes of thyroid dysfunction. Honestly, most of America is iodine deficient. There's not really a lot to get into here because most of us are deficient, and you should be taking it because it will get us back to an efficiency. That said, this kelp powder in here might make you feel more energetic because of the fixing of the deficiency. It might also help out with fat burning. In fact, last time I supplemented with iodine frequently and effectively, I went to my doctor. My thyroid levels had switched so much that he actually asked me, what have I been doing on the side? It was all legal stuff, don't worry. With those kind of out of the way, we hop into CaloriBurn, a grains of paradise extract that you've heard us talk about a lot. It's also from NNB, just like MitoBurn. Not as innovative as MitoBurn because MitoBurn was such a new ingredient to market. There have already been grains of paradise on the market, but this one is a special one that brings extra to the market that other ones are missing. A lot of brands kind of miss out on this. I still can't believe that brands are still using generic or old versions of Grains of Paradise instead of using this one, which contains not just 12.5% of 6-paradol, but also gingerol, shogaol, and gingerdione. It's important to note that these 4 components are extremely bioactive and all part of what is supported for the evidence for this ingredient. If you're not getting these 3 other ones, if you just get just your 6-paradol from, say, another version of Grains of Paradise or a generic version, you're not getting all the benefits that you want to get out of something like Grains of Paradise. So BAIBA, we were looking at how fat cells were turned from white to brown adipose tissue. Grains of Paradise can actually activate that brown adipose tissue more effectively. So you'll see these ingredients in tandem very often. I like to see them together for that reason. Remember, brown fat is metabolically active, so mitochondrial dense. It's going to be spending energy rather than storing it. Mechanistically, if you want to dive a little bit further into this, Grains of Paradise has been shown to increase brown adipose tissue's nerve activity for up to 3 hours long. It's going to raise the temperature because it's thermogenic. A lot of researchers will compare this to capsaicin. They both activate TRPV1, kind of similar in that raising temperatures aspect. And we're going to talk about something like that a little bit later on. Now, GBB here, they only have 20 milligrams. I'm thankful for that because a full 40 milligrams is a bit much for some people. It might have you sweating for too long, salivating. It's kind of uncomfortable and not very pleasing. It's a pro-carnitine ingredient. It's going to help the body produce more carnitine. And carnitine is important because carnitine helps shuttle fat into mitochondria. Is this sounding familiar? Now, there's a lot of health and weight loss benefits here, not just losing fat, but overall carnitine helps out with recovery as well, and a bunch of other things. Most, though, here will only be looking at GBB for the acute response in the thermogenesis, for no other reason other than it just makes you sweat. A lot of people like GBB because it helps increase that thermogenic feel before cardio, before a day of dieting. It helps people feel a little bit more warm. I use it pre-cardio. I don't expect it to burn more fat. I just enjoy the sweating portion of it. It feels good for me. I like it a lot, so that's why I use it. A lot of people are going to like that, and that's probably the biggest part of this product that you're going to feel. As a non-stim product, you're not going to feel a lot of energy from this product, but the GBB will definitely get you sweating, so that's going to be something that you're going to notice. Like I said before, Grains of Paradise kind of works similarly to capsaicin. Here we've got capsiatra, 2.3% dihydrocapsiate extract, 20 milligrams of it total. We actually haven't covered this in quite a while, so I had to refer to Mike's citations for this one. It's quite a unique inclusion compared to a lot of the other powdered fat burners that have been popular recently. This is going to be a trademarked sweet pepper extract developed to compete with capsaicin. Now, capsaicin has a weight loss benefit support, but it's also been shown to have some side effects in some, like increased blood pressure and increased heart rate, stuff like that. And if you're looking at a non-stim fat burner, you don't want something that's going to increase heart rate or blood pressure. This is basically going to have a lot of the same benefits because it's a sweet pepper having similar constituents, but not leading to that high blood pressure or high heart rate. So overall, you end up with a product that you can use maybe multiple times a day. You can even use this before bed because it's not going to have a lot of energy. The GBB dosage being lower will make you sweat some, so make sure you remember that, but it's not going to keep you up or make you not sleep. Overall, Ember is a really fun conglomerate of a bunch of different ingredients that we absolutely love, support, and enjoy to talk about. So if you're looking for something that is stim-free but still going to help you burn some fat, Ember's definitely one to check out. So check out Inspired and use coupon code PricePlow at checkout. I should say I got this product for free, and we do have a business affiliate relationship. If you use our coupon code, we will get a kickback. But with all that being said, I hope this was informative, educational. We attempt to talk about the science here. It's not all about anecdotes. It's also about what does the science support. The data is important here, so we make sure to convey it to you guys in a way that hopefully you can understand and employ in your own nutrition, supplementation, and protocols. So as always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.